So in this video, I'm going to be putting together a solar filter using the Astro 3D Design solar mounting kit and the Baader AstroSolar film. So the Baader AstroSolar film comes in a pack, and it's really important to point out that this solar film is designed for use with telescopes and cameras. It's not the same solar film that you have in solar glasses. So that's just something to be aware of as well. The mounting kit comes with the mount itself and a retaining ring, and both of these are available from Horizon Astronomy online. So the first thing I did was I used the retaining ring just to draw the outline on the solar foil to make sure that the foil is going to cover the entire ring. That's really important because you don't want any sunlight getting through onto the optics. I actually marked out two of these, one for the DSLR camera and one for the telescope as well. So once you've marked out the retaining ring on the foil itself, it's time to cut it out to size. So once you've cut everything out, it's a really good idea just to check the retaining ring again to make sure that the foil covers the entire ring. As I was saying, it's really important that you don't get any sunlight getting past the film onto your optics or onto your camera lens. So the next thing I did was I just used double-sided tape just to attach to one side of the retaining ring to make sure, or just to obviously attach the foil to the ring itself. Because it's round, the best way I found to do that was just to cut the tape into small sections and apply it to one side of the ring. And that's it, ready to go. So just remove the backing paper from the back of the double-sided tape, and you can attach then the foil to the retaining ring. What I actually did was I left the retaining ring on the desk and I tried to position the foil on top. In hindsight, when I was doing the other filter, it actually works out a lot easier if you leave the foil on the table because it's a lot more kind of flimsy, and position the ring on top. It's a lot easier to get it centered that way. But either way, it worked out fine. Essentially, what you're looking for is just to make sure that the foil covers the entire retaining ring. In this particular case, I had actually marked the retaining ring about 1 or 2 millimeters bigger. So there's a little bit of excess overhang on it, but you can just trim that off later on with the scissors. So now the foil is attached to the retaining ring, you can insert it into the mount. And it's really important actually to get it the right way around. So what you want is that the retaining ring is facing outwards. So the foil is actually compressed between the housing of the mount and the retaining ring. And that just prevents it from coming off. And when you slide it in, it's a pretty good fit and everything kind of fits really well. So here's the two solar kits that I put together. And one obviously is for a telescope and the other one is for the DSLR camera. And here you can see how easy it is to just attach it to the camera. The DSLR version of the mount is actually a little bit deeper, which is great because it allows you to move the camera lens in and out for focus, and it also helps stop it falling off. And likewise, the telescope version just slides on top of the lens. And if you want, you can use a bit of masking tape or something just to kind of make sure it doesn't slide off. But they are fairly well fitted. And as it was a clear day, I got to get the telescope and the camera out to check out the filters and see how they work. And here it is, really impressed with these filters. So the one on the left is obviously taken with the DSLR camera and the one on the right with the telescope. And I have to say, it's absolutely insane when you see the sun in this kind of detail. And in particular, the sunspots. It's hard to believe that these sunspots are actually bigger than planet Earth itself. It's just phenomenal to see it. So, and that's it. Really hope you enjoyed the video. So really looking forward to the solar eclipse now when it happens in a couple of months' time. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get some clear skies at the time. But these filters are great, not just for eclipses. You can use them for ISS transits and planetary transits. And of course, the solar activity is changing all the time. So definitely get plenty of use out of this. But thanks for watching and hope you liked it.